We are live. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Let me delete that last one if it's in my list. But yes, it wasn't in 360. So now you can grab the screen and move around, and hopefully when it appears on mine, I can test it out. Live now, apparently. I don't know. Let's have a look. So hopefully, should be good. Yes, look, that is the front. We're at the front, and then we can grab it around and look around.
That's so cool.
360 is pretty cool. So, why am I live streaming on Code Mortals? Oh, that's fine. I'm not.
You're not.
It's on Eddie. Brilliant. Okay. Awesome. So, what we
That's so cool.
What we were talking about. 360 camera's pretty good. The
Wait,
reason.
so you can just click on the video itself and just drag around and see
Anyone can. You can do it on
I
your
didn't know
phone.
you should-
Do it on your phone.
Okay. All right.
And on your
All
phone,
right.
you can have it so you can move your phone around instead of like clicking. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
So, we're going to talk about. We're going to build a website today. But before we get into that, an open source website. Tanya is going to tell us about her day. Well, I set up.
Okay. Bear with me because I want to try out this 360 stuff.
Okay.
So, if I'm in and out of sentences, please don't be surprised.
And
I can't multitask.
And do ask questions in the chat if you have any questions for me or Tanya. But we want to hear while Tanya's looking at the 360 video. So remember, it's a 360 video. Grab the video and drag it around. Do ask Tanya about.
No, that's not working. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, scroll down. There's something looking at the ceiling. So you can
That's
move
so
around.
cool.
Then we should be somewhere over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's us. And
That's amazing.
360 is pretty cool. So yes, tell us about your day. So what was the event called? Women of Silicon Roundabout. And it was a 2-day conference at the Excel Centre?
Yes, it was. I'm going to walk around just, 360.
Tanya's walking around, so
place.
grab the screen and follow her around while she walks. And then what sort of stuff did they have? They have workshops and talks?
Yeah, they had workshops and talks. They had several different tracks. I think about 7 tracks.
Oh wow, it's quite a lot.
Yeah. Here's my thing with the tracks. From looking at the agenda, most of them were about diversity and inclusion, which I have no problem with. But most of the talks were repeats of themselves. We need more women in tech. Yes,
Okay.
we know.
What were the actions from it?
Yeah.
Exactly, okay.
What were the actions? I would like to know. However, I did my two favourite tracks was The Future of Tech and Tech Pulse. They were more technical tracks.
Okay, Tech Pulse, sounds good.
So yesterday, The Future of Tech, I went to an amazing VR talk. It was by someone who's not technical at all.
Okay.
But he was a very engaging speaker. And he didn't make any assumptions about anyone in the audience. So he clearly explained the difference between AR, augmented reality, mixed reality, virtual reality, and digital reality.
Digital reality?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one before. What's that one about?
That's a good question. I can't remember.
We'll Google it. Google it. Someone can Google it and then let us know. That'd be great.
So he was telling us the differences between all of them, how different industries can use VR. So he explains that it's much more than just... Okay, it's just me. Okay. So he explains much more than just gaming, how it can be used in medicine, how it can be used on production lines. For example, for example, if you have a flat tire and you need a mechanic, rather than calling out a mechanic to come along, you can put on your VR headset and talk to the mechanic. You can walk around your car and show the mechanic exactly what is wrong with it, and he can just instruct you on how to fix that tire. And I was like, that's amazing. He actually showed a video of it.
That's cool. So it's kind of empowering people and kind of, I don't know, just not just empowering people, but making everything easier.
Yeah. Or even if you, let me think of another example you gave. You're at work and you're having to go on a training course. Rather than hiring an external person to come into the office and having to provide them lunch and pay for their expenses, so like travel expenses, put on your headset, everyone can remote into a training session, and that cuts a lot of the travel expenses and other
Time and
time.
what's it called, the footprint, the carbon footprint stuff.
Yeah.
But there's some benefits. You know, I'm a huge fan of remote.
Yeah.
So I'm
Things
being
like that.
efficient.
Or having conversations with people. Say you want to have a conversation with someone in Australia. We all know Skype is a questionable connection. But sometimes when you want to speak to someone, you want to engage with them and like see every angle of them and stuff like that.
Well,
I'm not helping you at all setting up. I'm just sending
No,
you.
you carry on
I'm just
talking.
moving around.
You carry on talking. Just to let everyone know who's watching. Hi Nick. I want to abbreviate your name because I can't pronounce it. I apologise. You won't plug in and wait for this adapter, but you can just hold it next to it so I can just stretch out the cable.
Okay.
We're on the 360 camera and we're just setting up for our proper live stream that's going to come up shortly. So don't forget to look around the room, play with the video. It's 360, you can look around. If you have any questions for us, let us know. But we're just setting up, you can see on the big camera here, just setting up to get ready to do a coding live stream where we're going to build a website.
With Angular.
But there's a reason. Okay,
I'm joking. I am joking.
No, it is overkill for what we're doing, but we want to build on it in the future and do some back end stuff and some other bits and pieces. So it will be with Angular, and we'll put some Cypress in there. I know you like Cypress.
I do like Cypress.
You like TypeScript, I hear as well.
Well, I couldn't believe it. For the first time in about 2 years, I wrote a class on Monday. It's like, oh, I remember how to write a class. I'm so proud of myself.
Oh, but you're a Java dev, so it's easy for you.
But I haven't done it in years.
Class is still the same.
I know. But I was really proud of myself. I was like, oh, constructor.
So, who have we got watching? Write in the chat. Let us know who we've got watching. You know, what your background is, what you do. Do you do open source? I want to pester Tanya in a minute about open source, but we'll. You know, if you spin the camera around and look at her face, and by spin the camera around, I don't mean us. I mean you watching it. Just grab the corner of the video and spin it round. Yeah, we were just talking about Tanya's conference and how it was. It was
the
good.
VR talk was amazing. I went to a security workshop today, run by Citrix, and it was just to get us all into the mind frame of thinking about security at work, in day-to-day normal lives. So the workshop was you played a game. You were split up into 6 different teams. And of the 6 teams, 2 teams were paired together.
Okay.
So my team were the defenders of a casino. So we were the security team of a casino.
Right. Okay.
And our opposing teams were our attackers. So they had to try and they had access to the floor plans and had to devise a plan on how they can get into the casino and steal our money.
Okay.
As the defense security team, we had to, without knowing their plan at all, how can we secure our casino?
Sounds good.
It was just really interesting because you got a group of strangers, technical people who usually go low level straight away and make it as complicated as possible.
Yeah.
We actually were like, no, just like secure the windows.
Casinos don't have windows.
This one does. This one has windows. We were like, windows the casino? What? This one had windows for some strange reason. We were like, well, make them more secure. The loading bay didn't have security. We were like, we'll make the loading bay more secure. There was I won't ruin it because in case you.
Because we do it in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
But needless to say, we blocked their attack straight away.
Nice.
And everyone was like, everyone in the room was like, I can't believe they did it so simply and so quickly.
So how did you do it? You writing this on paper or?
Just Post-its.
Got you. Okay.
Post-its.
Nice.
It was cool, but I won't ruin it for everyone.
Adapters, yeah?
Adapter, please. Yeah. So we're still setting up, and Tanya telling us about her day and awesome VR stuff. But I'm almost ready. Almost. What time is it? It's already 6:15. We want to get some coding done. And Tanya really wants to see some Angular, so she's a huge Angular fan. And we're going to do some open source, right, so people can contribute as well.
I just hope you've got a design for this website that we're making.
Yeah, we did just think of an idea. We'll sketch something on the whiteboard, actually. So anyone watching, grab the screen and look at the whiteboard. Mr. White Hat, hey, thanks for joining as well. We're just setting up for our actual coding live stream in about 5-10 minutes. There's a bit behind the scenes, having a chat. Any questions, let us know. And it's a 360 camera, so you can grab the video and drag it around.
I'm looking at the video, yeah. I'm dragging around.
Yeah,
Should I
so
give a demonstration on how to do it in case anyone's confused?
true, but then you don't know which way they're looking on the camera.
Well, for those that are confused, are probably looking in
In
front,
front,
right?
yeah.
Which is here.
hopefully, yeah.
That's where I am, isn't it?
No, I think
It's
the
on
front's
this
this side.
Yeah.
I think it's Tanya's side. That's the front. What you see here is the
Oh, yeah,
front.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you've
Okay.
got that. Which side? You
Here's the
move over that
demonstration.
way
So
a
I'm
bit,
just on
and
YouTube
I'll sit
right
here,
now.
and I'll put this in
It's
the
a
middle of
YouTube
us.
Got the videos live.
Could you move your beard to the
Video
other
full
side as
screen.
well? Cheers.
And
You don't mind dropping on?
we can
Not
just
really.
drag.
And then you need to
Let's
plug
see
that in.
everything.
Have you got
I'm
another?
just wondering why the video feed's
Have you
not
got another
showing
one?
up.
Have you got another one?
If you're wondering
Yeah.
who is speaking right now, it's Andrew and Eddie. They're whispering about something at home.
We've only got one USB to USB-C adapter.
David might have one, perhaps.
Oh, we always have technical issues.
Did I tell you what I did when I went to Miami?
Tell me.
Had my camera with me. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take loads of pictures. Blah blah blah. Got to the
Hey
airport.
Venkatesh.
Got to
Yeah,
the
tell me.
airport
Come
and
on.
realised I had no battery.
Oh no.
I had a camera,
You can oh, no battery
no
at all.
battery at all.
That sucks.
Yeah,
It really sucks.
yeah.
I think I've got things. Everything's plugged in. Camera's on. It should be appearing on Andrew's computer shortly. We'll switch from the 360 to the main camera, and we're going to have good audio. We're going to sketch and build a website, Angular, open source. We'll deploy it probably to GitHub pages or Firebase or something, and we'll get people contributing. No data. I could probably put it. Can you get the audio off the HDMI? I can maybe connect it to the camera.
Right. Yeah.
I'll do it that way. I don't know how good the batteries are in here because I was going to run it off the USB, but we'll. Oh no, it'd be too far back. It's near us.
One more thing to remember for next time.
I don't have it. Oh, I do have one. It's in my other bag. I never use it, so don't bother. Only one USB.
Stupid Apple laptops, eh?
Or if someone has a USB splitter, you
Stupid
can split
Apple.
it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got a splitter.
That's gonna suck so bad. I've got Plan B. We have to use a handheld mic. Handheld mic.
No, I'll go to the camera with it.
Yeah, it'll come out the HDMI, so you can get the audio off the HDMI. It's going to be a bit frustrating, but we'll make it work. I was going to bring a second mic, you could have had one, but I didn't bring it with me. Cool. So, what are the questions going? Tanya's writing hello. We've got Grace. Hey Grace. Hey Washan. Or let me shut this door, Andrew left it open. So, the idea for today is behind the scenes, just setting up our camera, and we're going to go real live, as it were, in about 5 minutes, and we're going to do some open source coding. But I thought we'll give you a bit behind the scenes. Tanya was telling us about her day at the Women of Silicon Roundabout conference, event, at Excel Centre in London.
Camera's not straight.
Main camera's not straight.
Yeah, it's got an angle.
It's going to be cool.
Okay.
No, I'll straighten it. Yeah, we're just setting up. So it's on a 360 camera. So grab the corner of the screen and do drag it around because I don't think people always realise that it's in 360. Venkatesh, it's so cool to see the setup. Thanks. Yeah, what do you think of the 360 camera and kind of looking at me, looking at Tanya, looking at Andrew outside the table and kind of scrolling around? Oh, this is for this. But you can see me kind of struggle setting up. This is what I do every time.
You can see me and Andrew sitting just watching you struggle to set up.
And
I'm just looking at OBS, so yeah, the picture's not too bad. It keeps on focusing between Eddie and me, depending on where Eddie is. So.
oh yeah,
Autofocus
sorry,
is
autofocus is on. And yeah, we always have some technical issue or something. Like we were supposed to stream on Code Mortals, but you need 24 hours to set up the account. We didn't realise that.
You've got to put your phone number in, wait 24 hours for them to verify it. We've done the other stuff. There's basically 3 things you have to do. You've got to I've signed up a month ago because we're using the G Suite. You have to have been signed up for a month.
Okay.
you have to pay $30 to them. So normally just
Hey,
one
Elliot.
user is like $3 for a month. So we've had to pay 10 months worth of time effectively up front. We've done those. So we went to go and check like half an hour before coming down here and realised live streaming is disabled until you verify phone numbers. Put the phone number in and it says, please wait 24 hours for us to so yeah. Tomorrow afternoon, evening, we can do one, but yeah, I think the next one's planned for, is it Monday next week we're doing one?
I think so. I check the calendar.
So with any luck, there will be no more hitches for using the new channel. But tonight, we're on Eddie's channel, so we're going to promote people from Eddie's channel to go and subscribe onto the Code Mortals channel, right?
We will, and we're going to show them how to do some open source coding and hopefully get people contributing to our coding, right? We'll make some mistakes, other people can fix it. You know, I'm always good at making mistakes, so that'll be fine. But we're going to be on the big camera shortly, and then it will be more polished, hopefully, right? And I won't be making so many mistakes, he says.
So with the new channel, you want to do more live streams then?
We'll do some
There's going to be a mix of different things. I mean,
Yeah.
part of it's educating, and part of it is open source best practice. And some of it will be doing coding examples to do stuff like we're going to do a little bit on the website, show people how, well, not necessarily how you would normally build a website, because normally for what we're going to build, we probably wouldn't be using any frameworks, because vanilla HTML, CSS would drop a JavaScript would be all you need.
Yeah.
But the intention being that what we're going to build is going to
from it.
extend anyway in the future, so that we built upon and there'll be more stuff. Because we want there to be, let's say, a community portal that people can log into and all the rest of it longer down the line. But yeah, the idea is CodeMod is all about building a community, and once we've got a decent community, we obviously the place where we're currently doing work from consulting for have recently said that they're looking towards agencies to work with to find more good developers out there that they can give work to.
So
But
it's
they're
gonna be
thinking
community.
agency, we're thinking if we've
Individual.
got freelance individuals spread around the globe, so long as they're good and they can follow the right things, why not use an engine like that to find the right people to work on your project?
Do you think companies are more? Do you think they're?
I think it's changing.
Do you think it's changing? That's exactly what I'm
Yeah.
trying to ask. I'm not asking.
Yeah. Well, there's always been this kind of, do you source in-house or do you outsource to external places? And people have experimented with both, and there's pros and cons to both. So where's the balance? I guess is the question that a lot of them are asking at the moment. They know they need to have some in-house resource, and they probably want the, let's say, the best resource to be possibly in-house, so they know that things are being done right. But when it comes to building up and working at scale, when you've got more people, where do they go to? Do they turn to agencies? Because trying to recruit in-house, that takes time.
It does take time.
Recruiters, very hit and miss with what they find and so forth. There's not necessarily a good engine out there for doing that. So they often, they end up falling to an agency, and agencies will say, okay, we'll deliver and we'll do it all for you, no problem. And then you see what they've done, and it's just not what you're after.
Yeah.
So some of them aren't like that. Some of them are good. Don't get me wrong. It's like with recruiters. There's good and bad, but it's like an 80-20 rule almost. That 80% of them just won't do what you're after, and 20% of them will. There's lots of arguments out there for it. But yeah, no. I suppose the hope is that if we can build some sort of network, that you can literally say, okay, this place they're after a group of 5 people with this following skill sets, and you know from that network that they've all got, let's say, approved of those skill sets. Can you use that network to provide
really
teams in
interesting.
that are more distributed but are capable of working together?
That's really interesting, because I think in any industry, for any job role, how we recruit is flawed. Because you can
Massively, yeah.
you could be an amazing interviewee and terrible at the job, or you can be a terrible interviewee and great for the job. So I don't know how to.
We're trying to find
this
the
is a
evidence-based
really
stuff,
great
right?
idea to
Testing.
work on it.
It's building a reputation as well, because the idea is that within the CodeMortals platform, with any luck, people can build a reputation. And okay, these guys, they've actually built a reputation, rather than you go into an interview and you say, oh, I've got this reference and this person, they'll vouch for me. So you need to try and build some sort of trusted platform. And I've always said the IT industry is flawed generally around, let's say, accreditation. You can go off and go to get a certificate for this, certificate for that. Yeah, I've just bought myself a few certifications, great. How much real life experience have you can actually apply to that? Other industries have a bit better control of that. They've been around for longer. Tech has grown so fast. It's
That's true.
and it changes every couple of years. Whereas you look at the sort of the building trade, doesn't really change that fast. They're a lot slower at making change. Same
That
with
is
accountancy. There's only so much thing you can do with
Yeah.
it. So you can be trained and you can say, I've got the experience in it. So how do you apply some of those things to the IT industry? There's got to be a way of doing that. So yeah, I suppose we're going to try something a bit, and that's one element of what we want to do. The other element is the live streaming, the education, the networking. I want to try and make it as open as possible. I mean, there may be in the future ways of monetising that for us, but we're not necessarily looking towards that stuff at the moment.
I was spying on your GitHub, not the Repo, the org this
The
morning.
organisation. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't done anything yet, have we?
Well, some of the Repo, some of it.
The repo's got some sort of issues on it,
Yeah,
about
and some
ideas what to
people-
do. Yeah.
I was like, this is really open. That everything is just fair, which is refreshing.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I do with Dashboard
Even
Hub, right?
just setting up a
Yeah.
Twitter account, yeah, it was all there.
So should we get started? So you need my YouTube
Okay.
key thing, don't you?
I will need the key. I will also need to how to get the sound feed from your stuff onto here.
Can you not just capture it from you heading off?
Yeah, have fun.
Cool. Cheers.
I'll speak to you online.
Speak to you online.
See you later.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry, Anton, Tanya,
Tanya.
Anton.
See you soon.
Is David going with you? Or is he staying? Is David going with you?
He's going to try and catch a flight, so I think he's coming.
So let's get started. Let me know what you need to
Okay,
test
that
the
looks
audio.
good.
and
Audio
see.
capture's good. I've got the mics turned off.
Is that audio capture from the camera, not your computer?
Yeah, that's the camera.
So we can test it. I'll be using this. So, hello. Oh yeah, that worked well. Okay, good.
Yeah, shall I turn the gain up, down a little bit?
Maybe yeah. We
Shall
can
I
test out and
talk
see.
again now?
Okay, testing.
That's probably better. It's
That's
just
pretty
looking-
cool. So Elliot wrote, the event was called 1 Million Cups, where a company can present for an hour, specifically about their business, what their business does, and how they've done to be a grassroots company in my city. Jackson MS. Cool. I've been contributing to Free Code Camp, Jackson, Mississippi organization, and W3 develops. Nice. We like open source contributions. So Elliot has 2 thumbs up from me. Tanya, how is your open source going?
Bye.
Okay, Tanya's going. David's going. Tanya, not stop changing the subject. Look, I support Women's International
This is
Day.
360, but if I hide underneath the table, you can't see me, right?
So I'm taking that you haven't done a contribution today. This week?
What?
This month? Tanya, we can't be friends.
Are you ending our friendship live on YouTube?
I am.
That's it.
I'm only friends with people who contribute to open source. Okay, so we can fix
Does,
it. You
does
can...
it make you feel better if I haven't contributed to anything?
I don't believe that. Amount of hackathons we've been to, and you've done all the work, and I've just done nothing.
That's lies. And I haven't been to any this year.
Well, we're going to fix that. We're going to fix that. So, I think it's a token from me, and we can go live on the
So
big
you're
camera.
gonna keep
Have
the
you
little
shared it?
no,
camera
I'll
up?
Have you shared it?
remove
to me?
it.
Do you want to share it on Slack or something like that?
Yeah. So let me just go to that. And so, has everyone contributed to open source? People watching, or if you do you want to, let's do some contribution today. We'll with this website we'll build, we'll get you contributing. And there's so many ways you can contribute, right? It's not just about code, it's about a bit documentations, ideas, issues. We actually, one thing that people could do is we're thinking of, we're going to build a website, as I mentioned before, in Angular. Eventually, we'll probably add Cypress for automated testing, with deployment to CI and CD. Don't know how far we'll get today, but that's the idea. We'll do a still thread all the way through if we can and build it up. But one thing we are stuck on, and would love everyone's help, is could you find an example website that we could kind of copy? Not steal like the code,
Use
but
for
copy.
inspiration.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Tanya put that so well. So yes,
It's political correctness, right, that we've all got to adhere to these days.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going into YouTube beta now. So Venkatesh, I know Elliot's heading on the way home, but we've got Venkatesh. Let us know any links, websites you've liked. Kind of think of those one-page kind of, I don't know, scroll sites that are quite simple, kind of more of a marketing, just get some information. So we're just going to have like probably a form where people can sign up to a newsletter, which we haven't done or anything like that, but there'll be like that sort of form, a bit of information, links to socials and so on. So Andrew, you want
Everything.
the world, but I can get you a YouTube token for now. How does that sound? Sounds exciting, right?
As exciting as you can make it. Yeah.
Cool. Okay,
Right.
so let's do this. Okay. So in a few minutes we'll be ending the 360 stream and we'll be heading to the proper camera, so we can also share the computer screen so you can see us coding. Or Andrew coding. I'm going to do talking.
You're going to explain it all.
I
That's what
am.
you're going to do. I'm going to write it and you're going to explain it in
Character
detail.
by character.
Do your
But I
magic.
want a textbook explanation as well.
Do your magic on there. We can just use that screenshot. It's fine.
My magic.
What to get the token, whatever you need. I can't remember where you got it from.
I don't know. I've not done it from this way before. We can try that one.
Oh, it was that one, yeah. Did you? Yeah, don't reset it. Let's use it. It's fine. Cool. And then, yeah. That was fine. Awesome. So, let's end the stream, and then we'll start a new one in a few minutes, maybe in a minute. And
If the stream token works first time, it will be in about a minute. If the stream token doesn't work first time, it might be 5.
cool. I'm gonna move Andrew's bag, and I'm gonna grab a seat. And then Tanya can come around this way if she wants.
Yeah, because I'm gonna leave. I don't wanna literally cut across.
Yeah, you can always sit around, sneak around the back. It's okay. Or around that way. Whatever.
I'm
you're
clumsy. I'll probably kick the camera over.
Right. And you've got your camera with you.
Oh yeah.
Take us some pictures for us so we can
Oh, yeah.
use that for next time. If you
Do
don't
right
mind. Cool. And then, so, I would draw on the whiteboard now, but with the 360 camera, I don't think you're able to see it so well. So I'll wait till the big camera's up. I don't want to knock that cable.
The only thing I would say is the board, if you're going to draw on the board, it is out of focus a bit. We're in focus, but it's obviously
Yeah,
depth
behind
is
us.
putting out of focus a bit.
Okay, I can read it out. I think people can have to get the gist. Okay,
Happy with the screens I've got set up?
let's do
Main
it.
screen.
Do it.
Put these guys
You
next
can't
to
go
each
live
other.
until I end this one. Okay, everyone. We'll see you in a few minutes on the big camera and some code on the screen. Thanks for stopping by, and we hope our chat was entertaining. We almost did 30 minutes already. How time flies by when you're having fun.